Hello and welcome back to Apostate Coalition. I am Ryan, and tonight I'm going to pass the show off to the lovely secular secret holder to the publications of the Jehovah's Witnesses, Dr. Time Waster.
Hello.
Thank you, Dr. Time
Thank
Waster.
you. Hello and welcome everybody. Welcome to our worldly book study where we are reading the Jehovah's Witness book, Life. How did it get here? The only two options. Welcome again, Ryan, our host on this channel, Gobstopper and Tyler Rickshaw for this lovely book study that we're in. And thank you everybody who's watching, our loyal watchers, and anybody who just wants to,
the weirdness in the audience.
Decompress. If you know this book, if you've ever been given this book, yeah, we're really just going over the science of religion, and this one very particular religion who wrote this very one particular book. So we are on chapter 5, I believe, fossils.
Oh, yes.
What do they have to say?
Happy New Year. Oh, Dr. Time, can I say something real quick?
Yes, please.
You said the science. This is the truth.
This is true. Excuse me. How quickly I forget the terminology. Thank you for reminding me, Brother Rickshaw.
Wrong.
Yeah. So we were at chapter 5, fossils. We're gonna let the fossil record speak for itself.
Let them talk.
Laid out the science,
the walking and talking
of what we're gonna do. Let's see. What I believe that what they're doing in this chapter is, if we scroll back a little bit in the last chapter, or the beginning of this chapter, they want to show that the book of Genesis, the very first book of Genesis, is perfectly describing what science has discovered. Go back up a little.
Oh, back up.
It's past the goldfish.
Oh, it is past the crisis fish. Hi, buddy.
Look it in the eyes. Right here.
Life suddenly.
Pink section. Here we go. So they've got this side by side here, and if the fossil record is truly something that can tell us anything, this is what it's going to prove. It's going to prove their side and not the science side of evolution. The science side of Christianity is the other one. Creation. So according to them, the fossil record will show complex life forms suddenly appearing because God created animals suddenly. Though I would just like to say, if we really are going to find that in the fossil record, we should find them in the order of which they came to be, right? As they laid out which day, what animals arose, beasts before sea creatures, before land creatures. So we should see sea fossils before we see land walking animals, etc. Right? Like, this is what they're trying to lay out. Versus evolution, which is a very simple, very simple life forms gradually appearing. Okay, well, we'll just move on. But you know, we can go through and look at the two different ones. I think we might want to come back to this concept here because they've laid it out so nicely for us.
Makes so much sense.
And I would also just like to point out the book of Genesis uses a term called kind. And what I believe the Jehovah's Witnesses are saying in their book so far, or excuse me, the authors of this book, is that evolution is kind of happening, but only within the kind. So the Bible is still correct. The book of Genesis is still correct, even though unsurmountable evidence is showing that animals do progressively change over time. So they can't really deny it. So what they're saying is, but it's still only within a certain kind. Now, unfortunately, Genesis doesn't really do a lot of definitions, like what is a kind? How do we know what a kind is? So it's going to be we're going to need them to define that for us, I think. And then, we're going to get into some of these nitty gritties of like no transitional links between different biological families. I'm guessing that maybe that's a kind. And no partial body
Yes.
features. Everything has to be complete.
Oh, it just has to be.
Yeah, I don't really know exactly what that means. Like, I need a little bit more definition of like what does complete mean? Do they mean like something that's functional? And for the animal
body feature
to function, maybe. I'll give them that.
Okay.
So anyway, they're going to compare that then to evolution, which is simple forms gradually changing into complex ones, which I'd like everybody to just note. They've used the word gradually a couple times. Time is relative, right? So enough time can pass for this. Transitional links between different kinds. Again, I don't really know what that means. They haven't really defined what a kind is. And what are they expecting? Like a half horse and a half dolphin? Like, I'm not really sure what they're expecting.
Centaur.
But what they are expecting is the beginnings of new body features such as limbs, bones, and organs, if evolution were to be true. So anyway, I just wanted to sum that up really quick before we jump in to the next section. Unless
Before we get boned.
anyone has any thoughts on this before we move on.
Oh, no.
Do not.
They lined it up so nicely for us, so we're going to use their own process.
Okay, their system, their modem. Okay, where are we?
Oh, back up.
Suddenly,
Back up. Oh, right there.
there.
Sorry. Suddenly.
It looks like Brother Rickshaw had to step out and use the bathroom or something. We'll see we'll all time him and how long it takes for him to get back. Do you guys remember that at book study? Like knowing that you're in somebody's house and you have to use their bathroom and knowing that like maybe everyone can hear you pee right now in that room where they're
that. Yeah, I tried not to go to the bathroom. I hated it because it was usually like on like a at least the places I remember, it was like a tile floor, and like the downstairs little tiny bathroom is just like a sink, and so like it just echoes. It's just like like no.
Yes, pretty sure.
And when I pee, oh sorry. Anyway, gosh, never mind. Where is
back?
This going?
All right.
At a momentary backslide.
That's all right. We were just reminiscing of old times awkwardly. Brother Dobstopper, Brother Rickshaw, would you like to battle it out and see who wants to read the first chapter?
I'll read first.
Fight. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I win. Life appears suddenly. Let us take a closer look at the evidence. In his book, Red Giants and White Dwarfs, Robert Jastrow states, sometime in the first billion years, life appeared on the Earth's surface. Slowly, the fossil record indicates, living organisms climbed the ladder from simple to more advanced forms. From this description, one would expect that the fossil record has verified a slow evolution from the first simple life forms to complex ones. Yet, the same book says, the critical first billion years during which life began are blank pages in the Earth's history. How far would you like me to go?
Let's go all the way.
16 has 2 questions. Did you have something to say, Brother Rickshaw?
Oh no, I was just laughing.
Oh.
Being naughty.
So they want to highlight what this scientist they quoted has to say about the early fossil record and if it fulfills his expectations. So what? I'm sorry, that quote they used, I was like, I don't understand. What's the context of that? That makes no sense.
Are they saying the fossil record it is because it's okay, I don't know. Because I guess what they're saying is that because if things evolve, we should have the exact evolution, but that's not exactly how evolution works, right? They're trying to oversimplify something.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. At about this point in Bible study or book study, I would be completely checked out.
Oh yeah.
Like,
You're dissociating right now.
Right.
and that's how I
Staring at
learned
the
how to find
wall.
the answer so quickly. Is if I heard my name said, I could just quickly open my eyes and be like, what question? Oh yeah, the answer to that's this, and then I check back out for the rest of the meeting.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That sounds
Your
terrible.
devotion is weird.
Y'all are not good Jehovah's Witnesses. I see why y'all ain't rocking with the crew.
Well, I mean, I would stick with them for the first, 5 chapters, and then it would just skim over all the questions I'd have.
Because you was asking the wrong questions.
That's right, brother. I'm getting on the right track now.
Only the right questions get answered here.
Are we rereading that quote?
No, I don't. You can move on. I don't understand what the whole point of 16 was. It just sounded like gibberish to me. So I was just wondering if it was me.
Don't worry, it's everybody.
Exactly. Me too.
How about we go 17 to 19, 17 through 19.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, me, all right.
Do it.
I thought you were
Thanks for
volunteering.
Also, can those first types of life truly be described as simple? Going back in time to the age of the oldest rocks, says Evolution from Space, fossil residues of ancient life forms discovered in the rocks do not reveal a simple beginning. Although we may care to think of fossil bacteria and fossil algae and microfungi as being simple compared to a dog or horse, the information standard remains enormously high. Most of the biochemical complexity of life was present already at the time the oldest surface rocks of the Earth were formed. From this beginning, can any evidence at all be found to verify that one-celled organisms evolved into many-celled ones? The fossil record contains no trace of these preliminary stages in the development of many-celled organisms, says Jastrow. Instead, he states, the record of the rocks contains very little other than bacteria and one-celled plants until about 1 billion years ago. After some 3 billion years of invisible progress, a major breakthrough occurred. The first many-celled creatures appeared on Earth. Thus, at the start of what is called the Cambrian period, the fossil record takes an unexplained dramatic turn. A great variety of fully developed, complex sea creatures, many with hard outer shells, appear so suddenly that this time is often called an explosion of living things. A View of Life describes it. Beginning at the base of the Cambrian period and extending for about 10 million years, all the major groups of skeletonized invertebrates made their first appearance in the most spectacular rise in diversity ever recorded on our planet. Snails, sponges, starfish, lobster-like animals like trilobites, and many other complex sea creatures appeared. Interestingly, the same book observes some extinct trilobites, in fact, developed more complex and efficient eyes than any living arthropod possesses.
Why would you need to know that? What was that extra? What's that extra tidbit was for? Man, they just threw some confusion in there.
Yeah, they tried.
Complicated.
Did you
They're
know?
setting it up that everything's complicated, and life was immediately complicated from the beginning. There was nothing simple about it.
It's always been complicated.
They've made
Why you have to go and make things so complicated?
I believe
Oh,
if we go back to
my gal.
if we were to go back to when they were talking about photosynthesis and how even a simple cell can do it, and it was just talking about how simple they are, and they're so simple, and they can do it, and we can't do it. But then they make these arguments like everything is so complicated. There's nothing simple. Nothing is simple. So I'm like, I feel like they've kind of flip-flopped a little bit on it just to really stress a point that is in their favor. Whereas if you didn't look at it that way, if you weren't emphasizing the simplicity of the cell that can do photosynthesis, and then going over here and making everything seem super complicated, it's just, what's the word I'm looking for? Am I allowed to say it?
Gaslight? I don't know.
It's annoying when you notice these kinds of bad arguments, essentially, like, or holes in logic that they don't want to address. They're just going to gloss over, and if anything, make you feel stupid or terrible for even asking.
It's futile. It's kind of, to even.
Because I would never have had the guts to raise my hand and be like, I'm sorry, did anybody understand that last chapter that we just read, or that last paragraph we just read? Like,
Right.
Never have done that.
That's how I got in trouble.
It's very mind-numbing. What do you think, Brother Richard?
That's how I got in trouble as a kid.
With a kid?
As a kid.
I'm a loser, baby.
Talking too much.
Like, what are we talking about?
Me.
It sounds weird. I'm going to say something. But not no more because they beat it out of me.
Oh.
I'm depressed.
Fuck.
It's unfortunate.
Well, that's.
Bro.
Well, I'm
skipping it. I was skipping a little bit. Less than 10 pages ahead. And
I'm allowed to read ahead.
Yeah, this is just.
Are you already tired of this chapter? Is that what you're saying?
I'm tired of this whole book now. So,
sorry.
This is the go to page 68 and 69. Specifically,
you say 69.
Yeah, the top of page 69.
The devil's working hard in this episode.
Oops.
Beautiful.
Look at that artwork, though.
I just love this book.
That gradient in the background.
I get such nostalgia from this book, even though I wasn't even a witness.
It's got like an outline on the. Each animal has like a white outline, like it's pop art.
Okay, scroll up.
Oh, scroll up. Sorry.
Yeah, scroll up. All right. So back down. What I was looking at is what this entire thing says is what the fossil evidence says. ... about the origin of living things at the top. And then I was looking at I was looking at on fish becoming amphibians, and the quote they use is just how or why they did this, we will probably never know.
Wait, are they quoting the fishes?
Stop it!
Yep.
Oh, they quoting all the animals.
Said the fish.
Yo,
and
stop! This is so extra. Please, the reptiles.
Man, I want to be a Jehovah's Witness now.
We're
I want to work my way up the ranks.
Can we figure out
angering the reptiles?
Can we figure out what they're quoting, what they're referencing?
Yeah, I'll look at it. Hold on. Give me a second.
Just how or why they did this, we will probably never know. This is funny.
Gangster.
I would so be dissociated and kicked out, exiled.
The primates.
Let's see. They got citations, so I feel like it should be in here.
The insects. Oh, that's some good propaganda right there, friends. Looking at it.
No.
Oh, anyway, where am I going?
Like little A, B, C, D.
Dang, that's dishonest.
It's something.
Jeez. That's dishonest.
Oh, here they go. Let's see. They're like all from totally different things. One of them is, wait, I'll double check. Keep going. I'll look. It looks like they've literally just pulled up randomly different. Oh, it's a book that's actually called The Fishes. In 1964.
Gotcha.
In 1964, the Fishes didn't think that it was likely.
So who wrote The Fishes?
F.D.
sea?
Omani.
Betty's Jehovah's Witness.
It's all the way at the back of the book. If you
Isn't it anthropomorphic fish some kind of evolutionary development? I mean, if a fish can talk, then
So
something's up.
in this book I have, the way that it's bound, it's very easy to open up to this one certain page in the back. And it's page 228. But yeah, the way it's bound, it's like all these pages right here are all together.
That's Jehovah guiding you to the right words to read.
Oh, what's that? Oh, wait.
Page 228.
Hold on. Let me see if I can.
228.
22. Why won't it let me go to 228? Am I stupid?
Well, you just have to scroll a whole bunch.
Oh, there. For some reason, I felt like. Oh, there we go. Hello.
Ooh.
Right
What
in your
is this?
face.
That is great.
What do y'all know about this year?
That's when Jesus came back in 1914 and says, "Screw this ish."
110 years ago,
What, Jesus came back and said, I'm not coming back?
something like that.
It was supposed to be the end of the world, and then when it didn't
Never-
happen,
Ugh.
Russell had to push it off for
Russell
a couple
who?
years. He's the creator, the founder of the. Well,
And then that's when they broke off and said that the people that were born after this, they'll be the last ones to die, and everyone after that will.
yeah, the people who saw it will never pass. And then that generation got extended, and then I think they got like another extended warranty.
Kicked in.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder what that premium is.
What the heck? Did you
They
read
keep
it?
upping the
Wait,
price.
scroll down and like actually read those. My favorite one's the one from the Seattle Times. Scroll down just a little bit more. This one, the modern era ... began in 1914 and no one knows when or how it will end ... It could end in mass annihilation.
Oh, no
They're
fear
literally
mongering.
reading the doomsday. Apparently James Cameron
Yeah,
was back.
no.
Also
Maybe this
thinks
is where he's getting his inspo.
he can go back in time.
Look at that. See,
Yeah, these are all
they sound just like now.
Civilization entered on a cruel and perhaps terminal illness in 1914. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Hilarious.
All right. Yeah, you guys, this is no
Said
lie,
a
this
bunch
is
of white people.
a lot
Let me
of
just guess. This was a
chapters.
bunch of white people who said this shit.
Yeah, this is difficult to
Digest.
yeah,
So you bring
justify
me-
in my mind.
You bring me to a good point you bring up a good point that brings me to how do we want to go through the 200 some pages and we're only on page 60 or something.
Yeah, I know. I'm dumbfounded.
Should we do a
Seriously.
highlight
I'm
reel?
like gobsmacked.
The devil done got in y'all.
Yeah,
I think it's been really great to like go through each
I know what
chapter.
y'all scared. You scared. You scared that you might become a Jehovah's Witness at the end of this.
Yeah, you're right, brother. Therefore, I'm just gonna have to dissociate for the next 10 weeks in a row.
sorry.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't mean to
yes,
laugh.
we've got this whole chapter on fossils, and we've barely even gone through the ridiculousness of them setting up. They're still setting up their point with all these glorious facts.
Yeah, like, oh my
Um,
God, where are they going? And when are they going to get to the goddamn point? Oh,
You
As
know,
They
soon
don't.
as they're edging
yeah, there is.
lords, right? Like as soon
Yeah,
as they get to the
there is
point,
no.
then change
Yeah,
the subject.
hey man,
yeah.
it takes foreplay to get into heaven.
This
You
is
gotta play
doing it
with
for
the.
you.
You gotta play with the back door a little bit.
Maybe we should consider looking at another book. Either it was witness stuff or something about evolution.
Oh, there's
I mean, I'd
another
be
evolution.
willing
I don't remember.
to kind of go through this book in like more Cliff Notes style. I mean, there's plenty of points. If the point is that you would like to maybe learn a little bit about evolution, then we can certainly go through this in a much finer tooth comb. But honestly, if you'd like to learn more about evolution, all you have to do is as soon as you just read this book, but as soon as you get to something that you're like, I wonder if that's still true today, go look it up. And then
Right.
you'll learn about it. Literally just hit every point. Because they're basically trying to debunk the theory of evolution.
They're doing a good job.
If you say so.
I'm kind of. I came in strong one way, but by now I'm like,
You convinced? Now
I'm
you're
convinced.
waffling. You still look like you're
I was just
waffling
gonna
though.
say I'm convinced,
So
and you
committed.
said it, so you knew what my heart was thinking. Convinced.
Well, the other thing we can do is just like highlight. I mean, if we're just looking at like bad arguments, if we want to play the how many logical fallacies can we find, like
I don't know.
can't do a drinking game of that, or we'll all be very drunk and this could go very wrong.
right? Oh my gosh, it might be bad. Yeah, that might go bad very quickly.
But yeah, I mean, if you
What do
guys,
the viewers want?
the viewers,
yeah, ask them.
Dan D agrees with 1914 Jesus. Maybe we should look at this from the perspective of somebody that believes 1914 is when the world started to end.
Well, the world started in 1914. That's what's up.
That's what this book says. I don't know.
Man,
That's
that
when
was-
the millennia is starting or something. Are we in a different
Oh,
era?
y'all- Jeez.
I mean, if we want to go, we could literally open this book to any page and go on some tangents. So there's always that option.
Roulette. Oh, roulette style.
What do they
Go to the
mean?
very last page.
Like, you want to?
It's going to be
it?
published by.
If we ain't gonna finish, I want to see the ending.
You want to go right to the
I
ending.
want to see what
I'm
the
not
end.
saying we don't have to finish it.
I want to see what it say on the last page.
Let's see. How do can I just?
It says no. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
There it is, the truth. All that reading, this is what we found: the pot of gold. No living forever. It's not a dream. It's not just a dream. As you've seen from chapter 19,
Which we did.
paradise is soon to come. The book You Can Live Forever in Paradise on Earth provides more information how you can live forever in paradise. The book also considers subjects about which many people have questions, such as what happens at death, how Armageddon makes way for paradise, Earth, who are to be resurrected, and where, what Judgment Day is, and what you must do to live forever. The book's 256 large-sized pages are filled with over 150 teachings illustrating the most and beautiful colors. Copies will be sent for you for $2.50 US each post
Will they
paid.
still honor that coupon?
Also, you may send
I
for the
wonder.
New World Translation of the Holy Scripture, a Bible in modern English, for $3.50 US. It is bound in black vinyl and contains marginal references and an appendix in accordance, contributing subjects to change. Send a Watchtower using one of these addresses.
Contributions subject to change. I thought contributions were what we choose to give, not
Right.
Is that contribution on there?
That's what it says. on the
Scroll
book.
up the page before this one.
That's the
Mine-
price, but it's a contribution.
My
Go
book
to the
says
page
price
before
is
this one.
subject to change.
Okay, well,
Wait.
before
Why did it?
the pages before this, the last page of reading words, not that one.
This one?
Mine,
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going to it. Before, keep going.
Oh,
mine
this.
says price is
There we
subject to
go.
change, not contributions.
Is that a head? Oh, look. Oh, God.
Hey,
Oh,
That
Well.
boy, that's the fish. He
Yo.
evolved. The fish evolved.
don't let him go down on you.
That Farrah Fawcett hair.
That was,
Oh,
he got that
old
look
school
in. He got that look in his eye.
he's a cannibal.
Boy, that looks like a Netflix documentary in the making. This is Vita
That's
cover
a
right here.
Lifetime movie right here.
Well,
Sarah fell into a well when she was 3 years old, but her brother found her and rescued her. But they didn't think she would ever walk. Oh, Sarah, she can walk. Anyway, sorry.
so you wanted to know the very last page of this book? Is that what you're?
Yeah, I was trying to see the good message they're trying to send.
Yeah,
No,
it's
no, no,
in
no,
the-
no, 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 no,
The
no, no.
chapter? No,
Not the last chapter
The
page.
content of
Yeah.
the book. That's
Yeah.
their advertisement for their other book that you should get
No,
next time.
you're scrolling too far up.
So it's what choice will you make is the chapter.
So
And
that's the
it's
chapter.
all about now that we've told you that obviously God
Now you have
made
a
all these
choice.
things, and God wants you to live your life a very specific way. What choice will you make?
I'm about to call my local watchtower. Man,
And what? You're going to tell them your choice?
I'm ready to join.
Ooh, is there another thumbnail?
Yes, hold on. Oh
Is
dear.
this what you wanted to read? Is this the end?
Oh, I didn't want to read it. I just wanted to see,
Oh.
see if it was enlightening. But they were just selling me a book at the end. I had to buy the book.
Yeah, of course they're just gonna
What choice will you make is the title.
sell you something.
You may never know.
Brian, were you raised Jehovah's Witness?
Not necessarily. Kind of. I don't know how to explain it. My parents started studying, I think, somewhere around like 5 or 6 or something like that. 7, 8, maybe.
Gotcha.
So this last chapter is what choice will you make, and then the subcategory is like the subtitle, whatever category, is not exchanging the truth for a lie, and all we'll have to know. And then the last one is making a choice.
Make that
So,
choice.
It's
Make
up to
that
you
change.
guys. Make sure you choose wisely, because the God who made everything is kind of a bastard.
That's right.
Jealous, angry, abusive spouse.
Oof. Yes. That is the best description, best depiction of him is it's funny. Never mind. Anyway, I could go on a tangent, but yes, he is an abusive husband. 100.
I mean, feel free to go on a tangent because, what's our other option going back?
We got time since Brother Dobstopper ended the entire book
Yeah,
setting.
I took this off the rails, but
Yeah.
I feel like
Needed a
saying
little
it
break.
very beyond
Because he was
it.
back. That's what happened when you backslide. Told y'all. Backslide
Those
got to him, man.
spirits, I'm telling you, the spirits get to you. They see that you have like an inkling for something, and then they entice you and put stumbling blocks in front of you. It's like Excite Bike. Remember the Excite Bike in like the 80s? You could build your own like motorway.
No.
And you put like, okay, well, just pretend. It's like a 2D game. And you just put like a block that you have to jump over or something. Yeah, it's just like that. Those stumbling blocks are just the spirits.
I ain't mean for my no to seem so harsh.
That's all right. I don't care.
What I read on fish becoming amphibians, just how or why they did this, we will probably never know.
Wait,
So-
what? Why fish did what?
Oh,
Look
he's
at that.
back to
Look.
that
Let me look at some of that. Scroll up. I want to see
page
some of the art.
69 or
Let
what?
me see some of that art.
Yeah, the
Some
page.
of
Look
the
at that. Look at that.
glorious art. That wheelbarrow.
Look.
Look at that
They're
wheelbarrow.
burying the body right there.
Secrets.
Oh, wow.
How we fertilize the garden.
They just murdered everybody.
Well, no, they're gonna have to bury all the bodies after like the bad people get.
Yep.
Should we just scroll through here and look at all the art?
Yes.
We could
That's
we could do like a breeze through. Why not?
Why
not
don't you
take-
go back up to 68
go back up to where we were?
or whatever?
Start from there.
There we go. Oopsie. Well, this right here just kind of says it all. Trilobite.
Terrible.
I wonder if they paid for that if somebody made it. I don't know. Oh, here's our little chipmunk and
They cut
butterfly.
those
Okay.
pictures out.
Yeah, that's not so good, man.
This is that T-shirt I was telling you that my husband has.
Teach the controversy.
Huh?
I can't.
That's where fossils
Oh,
come
dear.
from.
What did I just do? I made it too big. Go away. Okay.
Now I'm just gonna look at my notes as we go through.
All that note taking, docs.
I know.
All
You
that-
guys made me read all this for nothing.
Who said? Nobody said pre-read the entire book.
I had to read ahead. Nobody else was.
I sure wasn't. No.
Keep on scrolling through this art, Ryan, because I know there's
Oh.
great art.
Wait. Cool. Wait. Go back 2 pages really quick.
Oh, here comes the nerd.
The butterfly. This continued. What is it? Continued sudden appearances and little changes. They're basically saying like there's nothing at all in the record that would do that. And I found this hilarious. I thought it was hilarious. It's very nerdy. It's like a meme with a horseshoe crab in it. I can't remember what he's saying, but what is he?
Like,
Yo, Frank, you trying to evolve today? Nah. And it's like God's perfect creation, 445 million years of
And going strong.
non-evolution.
It's perfect. That is what I hope to be one day
Yes.
because it just proves that it didn't need to improve itself.
we don't.
It
have
was
to love
steadfast. Oh shit, my bad. wait.
we didn't see like this.
Oh, wait.
Oh no, this doesn't look as good as what the last screen looked like.
Oh wait, I took off. Wait, something don't look right here. Oh God, help us.
you.
Ooh, back to your regularly scheduled program. My bad, y'all.
All right, you can breeze
Scroll
through
till we see some beautiful art.
some beautiful art.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, don't poke around. Just don't hit that wheel.
Have you ever seen giraffe's neck?
Up
Yeah.
close.
It's sexy. Just kidding.
That's
It's
so
gonna
sexy.
stink.
I have from a medium distance.
Oh, wait. That little, I mean, you can keep going, but that giraffe thing, it said, you don't have to go back to it, but it was like no
Okay.
fossil of giraffes have been found with necks 2/3 or 3/4 as long as at present.
I'll keep on scrolling. Ryan, don't stop scrolling until we.
Okay.
I just thought you guys would think that's funny.
bring it up, yeah.
There are indeed transitional fossils that show animals, ancestors of giraffes, that do have elongating necks.
Oh.
But you'll never find a giraffe as it is in modern day that then has a 2/3 the neck. It's not how it works.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Oh, here
little,
we go. What's this? Each one reproduces according to
according
its
to
kind.
its kind.
Okay.
Fish
So a
kind.
mammal is a kind,
Fish
and a
kind.
human is not a mammal.
A mammal kind and a human kind.
This is not a mammal. Reptile is not a bird. And amphibian is not a reptile, which I agree. All right, this is
A
But a
mammal,
mammal.
not a human. I'm a human. He's a mammal.
I feel like this is
And a
more of like
human.
I don't know, like a children's book of just things that start with these letters. F is for fish. A is for amphibian.
Right. All right. I guess I'm done commenting on that one.
Okay, yeah, let's keep it pushing. Let's keep it
Next.
pushing. Jelly like eggs have
Disgusting.
okay.
It's making my
Oh.
stomach crawl.
Sorry.
This is my section where I went into embryology. Hold on.
Oh, look
And
at
you
that.
can see the different
Pretty out.
embryos.
Bird looking like.
Oh wait,
believe-
let me get the embryos. Okay.
So,
Oh,
like, which animal is which?
I couldn't.
Which
I
animal
wouldn't
is
have a
which?
damn clue which one is
Animal
the
is
human.
The one on the
I s-
end.
Bottom right.
Could be.
Bottom right human.
The one on the
But
end.
this is also kind of a form of evolution, you know, like we literally change over time
Mhm.
in a different time frame. I have a couple others here. Hold on a second.
I was saying I was born just like this. What are you talking about?
You're just
starting
like
starting from a similar kind of starting point
here's one with actual pictures.
according to different environments or something
Who?
to some extent.
You talking to me?
Oh, sorry. I'm talking
What is
to
that?
myself, obviously.
So we start from here and come up here. That doesn't seem that like weird to me.
That's pretty on
And
trend.
so if you think about embryology, and again, you don't have to have my face up here. I mean, I don't want to look at myself.
Look at the bird. The
Look at
bird.
the bird. Look at the
he
bird.
looking-
It's a pretty
He's
bird.
looking
Look at the
like
bird, pretty bird.
The look on his face is like, y'all believe this shit?
Yeah.
That's because birds have all
Dummy.
the unsatisfactory characteristics of absolute creation.
Hey, what's the guy from Jurassic Park? That the actor. That
Sam Neill.
Hell.
The doctor guy.
Everybody loves, and he's old now. God, man,
Yeah, I
You're
actually,
talking about
can't
Ian
see.
Malcolm? I don't remember his real name now. Hold on.
yeah, it's really weird.
Yeah,
Everybody
Dr. Malcolm, right? Isn't that who he was or
loves him.
something?
He's on page 83.
I don't know real actors' names. I only know their
He's on
characters.
page 83.
Yeah, someone remind me in the comments that actor's name. Jeff Goldblum. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeff Goldblum. Yeah, I see it.
I don't know. He looks a little more like Sam Neill without the glasses on.
Oh, I mean, yeah, kind of. He looks kind of like both.
But those glasses are definitely Jeff Goldblum. Look at that man ape.
Mm.
Oh, you guys don't want to see the way I drew it.
8 men. What were they?
You look like Jimmy
What
Carter.
were
to me.
they? Yeah, I guess that's Jimmy Carter. Oh, look.
Human, fish, amphibian. Wait, that
Right,
amphibian
this-
looks like he's got some sharp claws. I don't know a lot of amphibians that have sharp claws.
I do.
They have
Hmm.
sticky, soft.
The fuck is that tail? I don't know.
Yeah,
What's
I would
that
like to know what animal that is.
I don't know. It looks like a porcupine.
Bird. Human.
Dude, that's hilarious.
You are.
It
Where
looks
is
like
that?
a child's. They're born alive.
I also liked this dude.
They're not born dead, like
I
most
drew
babies.
devil horns on him.
That's more appropriate.
Scroll
Did you
up
know
now.
that mammals are born alive, you guys? Not born dead.
The other direction. The other direction.
Oh, sorry, my bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all.
There we go. There's a beautiful Asian couple.
What is okay? But just okay. Is it gonna?
They're humans, not mammals. Get it right.
True.
Is there just like a particular reason that they're?
They are kind.
That's what that's what it says there.
And they only make Asian people. Yeah.
Help me. Okay, let's. Why did inferior ape?
Oh, yeah. If man here,
super
why
ape
ape
man.
and monkey still here? So it would be like saying, if you're related to your cousin, then why are they still here?
Right. Oh, there he is again, but without the glasses, I think. Or is that a different guy? Oh, there he. Okay, that's Horn Guy.
He's suave and debonair.
He's an evolutionist.
I believe him.
I'm glad that they
look at that
chose
job.
a man and not a woman.
Because I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
Comparative anatomy is also a good thing to look at. Like all the different ape hands. You can see the different morphology. And they look similar.
There we go.
Right? So we just looking at their hands, they're similar.
Right.
Anyways,
Why did human hands
is it phalanges?
Why did human hands look like that?
Phalanges.
The human hand? The human
Whoops.
Oh,
Oh, hey.
weird.
Horny guy.
I think they just or maybe it was a foot. Sorry, they're doing feet, not hands.
Oh, okay. I was like, that was like a weird hand.
Ha.
Thumb all the way up to his first finger. First finger. Look at that.
First
The
finger.
inferior ape.
I'm glad they covered his John.
It's jungle. It's
Like,
jungle.
wait, the hand. I just noticed the hand painting it. It's a picture of a picture.
It's jungle
It's
meat.
an artist. Yeah, it's a picture of an artist doing, Look at that artiste. Oh, I love how they faded the wrist out too. 8 men based.
They're talking about like how they had to
replay.
recreate them from their skeletons, and then that's like they just made it up, you guys. It's not real. This I want to point out really quick. So they're talking about how like there's impartial skulls throughout like the fossil record. So they want to discredit the fact that there's any links or anything by just saying, well, you don't have the whole thing, so it doesn't count. How could you possibly know what would be there? And I get it. Like, yeah, I also agree. Like, this was something that was hard for me to understand. Like, how could they? But when you actually, if you really want to know, the scientists will tell you how they did it and how they got there and what they really don't know, but what they're pretty sure about and why.
Right.
When you start learning about muscle attachments on bones, you can know where the muscle is, and then that gives you a different picture. We also have current animals today that we can look at their skeletons, see how they move, and make the comparisons. But I also just wanted to point out this. I went and looked this up, and I can't remember which one it was. I think it's part of the New Testament. The manuscripts from the New Testament, the Bible that we have to believe is more believable than the scientific record are things like this.
Yep.
Where they're just pieces.
Hey,
There's no original of anything.
There's no complete manuscript of the
copies.
That looked pretty complete to me.
Close enough. Fill in the gaps. We can figure it out.
It looked pretty complete.
Here, honey, here's my grocery list. Can you go get that for me? Let's see how many things you bring back.
So
if you have faith, you'll be able to do it. If you have faith, you'll be able to know.
Because God would guide you down the aisles.
Them to fill in the. And God's like, this is, but not the devil.
No,
the devil would
here's
never
the
be
real
able
question.
to do that.
Is God going to lower the price for me? Because I need a coupon.
Is it gas prices?
A coupon.
Right. I need to fill her up too, God. Help me out with that. Oh, sorry. I'm supposed to be scrolling, aren't I?
That's right.
Would y'all like to see Saul Goodman stick an iron rod into a radio?
What?
Huh?
Go to page 103.
Oh,
He says Saul Goodman.
So, boy, that threw me off, man.
Better call Saul. Saul shaking somebody down.
He looks just like Bob Odenkirk.
He's
Wow.
like, you owe me rent money, bitch.
I like how he's squinting while he's sticking a stick into the radio.
Why he doing that? What he
The
doing that for?
caption is poking a stick into ... One's radio set will seldom make it work better.
But
I love
Not
when people
never.
say once.
No. You got to work on the first try, remember?
Right. Hey, you know how many things I've had to rig by like jamming like a little penny into something, or you know, like your record player when you'd have to put like a nickel on top of it or something because it would skip like a certain part of the right. Yeah, come on now. Finagle. You stick something in something, sometimes it works a little better. Hey.
so this whole chapter that we're on, and the reason for this illustration is because they're talking about mutation, and they're trying to talk about how mutation couldn't ever
Something
possibly
good.
create something good, right?
That's an old
And
Harry
and
Potter.
how could it get there without making something bad first, or like an incomplete picture? This is that partials argument as well that they're trying to make. Like there's no in-betweens, there's no part of an animal that's formed and stuff, which is
Either or.
totally not true. There's limbs that will go away after a while. There's plenty of birds in the Galapagos just that are perfect examples of birds that used to fly and now they don't need wings anymore, so they just
Yeah,
don't grow.
adapted. Yeah.
Right.
No
It's
lie,
an
though. I could go for
in-between
that
state.
radio, though.
It's not very functional, but has some function.
I could go for that radio he has, though.
He's a train stick for
You should go back to the other page too. That one's pretty interesting.
It's pretty good, yeah.
What, this one?
Yeah. There's more at the top too.
Oh, oopsie. Huh?
Thousands of bad pieces of work. Would you hire him?
Yeah, looks like
Armageddon
Your
or a
genetics
brother?
is this terrible at making your body perfect. Would you use it? No, you throw it away.
How would you build a bad house like that? How would you?
It looks more like an earthquake.
How would you be able to get that far through construction?
You just throw that roof up on there. That's good.
That far through
You gonna live
construction,
there.
and you done.
In downtown Seattle, near the Space Needle, there's a building, and I think it's called Mopop now, but it's like the Museum of Music or
Fonzie.
something. But the building is supposed to look like a smashed up Jimi Hendrix guitar. The building is supposed to look like a smashed up Jimi. So it's very weird, and it just that's what that house reminds me of. People on purpose make weird bad things.
Yeah, but I'm saying to build a house like that, it has to be structurally
Art.
sound. to stand
That
up
house
like
is probably $2 million.
Wait, if a surgeon made thousands of wrong moves for every right one, would you let him operate on you? Wait, is that how it works?
Yes, that's how they learn. How else will they learn, Karen?
Oh my god! So basically, you're saying I could be a surgeon.
Why not? Yeah.
I'm sure after 1,000 times of doing something, I would probably get it
Probably.
right.
They're
Wouldn't
gonna
do-
say, hey, you're taking it out
Yeah.
of context now.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what they
I'm
do.
taking it out of
This is just
context. Not
therapeutic,
them.
man.
You taking out of the
Just me.
context they putting it in.
Flies.
Oh, geez.
Scroll
Okay.
on down.
Keep on moving. Keep on. Oh, ooh, mutant flies.
Mutants.
I remember
Teenage
this
Mutant
picture. Ninja mutant flies.
I
Y'all
just
just,
found-
y'all just don't want to see good artwork.
I'm looking at the artwork in my book. Y'all are way behind.
She won't stop on flies. Keep scrolling.
I was fascinated with the differences of these little flies here.
Right? By the way, flies, Drepsilia flies, I believe, is what they do a lot of research on because they have a very rapid life cycle. So they've done a lot of genetic studies on those flies because it takes less time.
Look at the dog
Puppies.
kind.
They're all one species, and look how different they all look.
The dog family has many varieties, but dogs always remain dogs.
Yeah, but not all. I think this is actually a good example of a diverging species because we have so manipulated this animal's genetics and
Right?
progeny that we've created all these different looks within an animal that can
You-
still interbreed, right? But can a teacup dog really breed with like a giant German Shepherd?
You remember that? No.
I
Y'all
mean,
remember that hot minute
oof.
when them little like them teacup dogs were
Ugh.
hot? Everybody
So
had
hot.
one.
Everybody wanted them until everybody realized they're just
They
these
did.
like
They did. They all dead
neurological
now.
nightmares, and these like
They're
poor
all dead
animals
now.
suffer.
They're all dead. They're all dead. Now. I haven't seen a person post not. They
Probably
all
because
dead.
everybody ethically figured out that it was probably cruel to bring them into this world.
It's
just
like
to
two.
have
They're like the Tuvics.
Are they the
of this
big
world.
bobblehead
Two bigs.
ones?
And now they're making those frog-looking dogs now.
Oh, what's this? What's happening?
People. They're trying to say that
Kinds.
people also look different.
Those are different kinds.
This is
them-
the
Oh, after their kind. Oh,
this
so we're
is the
different kinds
variation
of
within a kind, I believe they're trying to say. But given enough time, obviously humans could also diverge into separate species.
Wait,
right?
we had
haven't,
to.
but we were isolated. If we were isolated for longer and longer periods of time and we didn't globalize the world like we have, it's too late now. But we could have diverged. I mean, still could, I suppose.
But we had to evolve because we only came from Adam and Eve, which could only have looked like one of
so how
them.
could
So
you get
everybody,
such a diverse group of looking people from the same parents?
right?
Incest.
What?
Incest.
Oh,
I mean,
these are all
technically, all of one
traits
species is
of
some
ancestral-
spectrum of incest.
Yeah, that's all we are.
But there's a certain spectrum that it doesn't matter anymore. So
Oh boy. Okay, moving along. Moving along.
birds,
Oh,
finches.
Keep going.
oh, there's your Galapagos.
Mhm.
The finches that Darwin observed in the Galapagos always remained finches the entire time he was there. They were
Duh.
all the same finches.
Duh.
You're stopping
Like-
on words.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, I get excited.
Stopping
I
on
get
words.
excited. I get excited.
Which fits the facts. Ooh.
Oh, nebulas. Oh,
We got better pictures
oh. Daddy, look, Daddy.
I'm not. I don't know what I'm looking at when I see them pictures. Like I'm not
What
like
is-
in.
Do you want to zoom
What
out
is
a
he
little?
pointing
Or?
to?
No. I'm talking about the new ones. When I see them, they look cool. But I'm like, yeah, I've seen Star Wars.
Iron
I-
Dome. Is this Iron Dome?
The James
Iron
Webb
Dome.
Space Telescope sees so much more than this. The
Oh,
awesome universe.
Fake.
typical spiral galaxy.
Fake.
So
Awesome
typical of
inside.
them.
Fake.
Awesome.
Fake.
Oh,
Not
look, it's
real.
our solar system is squared above. Look how tiny.
Look how low we are. The little pale blue dot. That's us.
I love that. I go watch that from time to time.
600
dot?
million,
Mhm.
trillion, billion,
Okay.
gazillion.
All right, I'm waiting on page 174.
Oh,
Is-
fuck.
No, that's too far. We want to
That's
look at the solar system.
That's the first interesting piece of artwork I've
Ooh.
The not to scale.
Yeah, this is pretty terrible.
Elementary school diorama solar system.
Oh,
Ooh,
what's
the
this?
atom.
Oh, maybe I should just do a little. There we go. That
There
might
we
be
go.
a little bit better.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
You
Okay.
can
We're
zoom out.
finna-
You can actually zoom out a little bit more.
finessing a little bit here. Finessing with this. Look at that precision.
The watchmaker argument.
Oh, is
my
that the
God,
watchmaker
watch.
argument?
A precision watch as the product of an intelligent designer is not the far greater precision in the universe the product of a superior intelligent designer. If we made a fine-tuned watch and somebody had to make it, then clearly the universe had to have been made by somebody.
Jehovah's up there.
And
He's
the
worse than
And the
Santa.
guy who created the universe is the same guy who cares what you do in the privacy of your own bedroom.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's letting these rockets fly around up in his house. How do you think he likes that?
So they hit the firmament.
Yeah, exactly. Hitting
Wait,
the,
wait,
yeah.
wait. Such laws, the laws of gravity, require a lawmaker.
Oh, that's how it. I see. Okay, so you have to have the maker first before you have the law. That's good to know. Someone's got to make that traffic sign, right? There's got to be a sign maker. Come on now.
I'm the
Get
new
real.
lawmaker. Keep going.
We've now reached
Do
the
bomb
laws of
explosions?
entropy argument.
Do bomb explosions cause buildings to become better organized? Shut
Right,
your
is the law
Stop.
of disorder and order and
Stop.
We even
They
threw
really
in.
did not
oh,
ask
wait,
that.
Go back up. Go back up.
Sorry.
Look, no, just a little bit more. The paragraph at the top: E equals mc squared. You know they quoted Einstein, so they know science. Okay, that is all. Continue.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. Oh, look at this beautiful picture of our
Earth.
continent
Fake.
centric.
Earth
It's
is
flat.
round. It's supposed to be flat.
Unique. Ooh.
Ooh.
Every
Here we
house
go.
must have a designer.
You guys
They don't just
need
build
to pay
themselves.
for expensive house designs. There's one for free right here in this book.
I love it. I want a
Does
house
that,
just
does it have
like
a
this.
prayer room?
It better like have 3. I need
Every
a couple
house
different ones
have a designer.
Look at that.
depending on my mood. It keeps at the right distance. Okay. God knew at the right
Just the right
distance and the speed to keep it just, oh, look. And because of that, look what happens. This little special tilt he gave it. Okay. And not everybody gets these seasons, but enough people gets the seasons.
I love when people were saying like the reason for the season is the tilt. Is the tilt of the
yeah.
earth, not Christmas, not Jesus.
Right.
So
Look at the difference. Oh, what's this now?
winter.
This looks scientifical. What's happening
What
here?
is
Is that
it?
the
Makeup
rays
of the
coming
Earth's
in?
atmosphere.
Is the atmosphere still there? Supposed to be gone. The ozone zone is still there?
Yeah.
Our
It's just got a
atmosphere
little
is
hole
still
in it.
here.
The ozone still there?
The
Ozone
ozone
layer?
is still
Still
there. It actually improved when we got rid of some pretty awful destroyers of the ozone.
The chlorofluorocarbons,
I want it to be gone.
CFCs. They
See,
were
she got it.
It's supposed to be
they were
gone.
doing a lot of damage.
But we can't have our hairspray like we did in the 80s.
Yeah, and the deodorant.
What?
Anywho. And deodorant and the chlorofluorocarbons and hairspray and deodorant and propellant like type sprays, basically.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Isn't the universe beautiful? Didn't
Isn't
God
it?
create it? Ooh, what's this? An estuary? No, what is this? Water
Oh,
sinks
just-
as it cools, but rises just before freezing. This prevents the Earth from becoming a frozen planet. I don't think that's actually.
Okay. That's how it works. So what? Okay. That was just a.
You
that
mean
was
how
an
water
empty-
can stay liquid underneath a surface layer of ice, but then that's the reason why the whole Earth doesn't freeze? I think the reason the whole Earth doesn't freeze is also because we have a warm core of the Earth and a sun that's beaming on us. But
Right.
I
I digress.
there's probably a lot more to that. It's probably a lot more complicated than both of us.
Mhm.
Oh dear! Look at the recovery
Was
we
this not like
have.
Hellenies?
I don't know.
Keep
That's
that
pretty
page
bad.
spinning. Keep them pages
Oh,
spinning.
look at this cornucopia.
I think they're just an arrangement of fruit. It's not in one.
Designer needed. No designer needed. What is that? Wait, what is that?
I don't know what the other one is. What is that? Oh, is it a
rock?
Arrowhead. It's an arrowhead.
Arrowhead.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
I was
What's
gonna
this?
mimic
Oh,
making
diatoms.
diatoms. Okay, diatoms are the coolest thing to ever look under a microscope, aside from maybe like a water bear.
I think I remember doing this in science class
Disgusting.
or something.
I don't know.
Disgusting. That one looks like a vagina, but it's cool. That's cool.
I mean, if you don't see
The
those
fuck?
things
Venus's
everywhere.
flower basket. You tricky little minx. I don't know what you're doing here, but ooh.
Is it like
I
a
like it.
sponge?
I'm today's sponge.
Yeah.
Oh, sunflowers have wax slides to trap insects. That's what I call my honey pot. A wax slide. Sorry.
Huh.
Look at
So
that
yeah,
wood.
nature, isn't it great? I mean, this is why I think we all thought we were learning something, is because occasionally they'd put in like little
Don't
nuggets
say
of
we.
facts of trees.
Yeah.
Not you.
Y'all thought y'all was learning something.
Many a people. But it's like you're not really learning anything about the stuff enough. We're not sticking with anything long enough to take it from the beginning to the end, right? Like any tree, pick a tree, any of these animals that they're talking about, pick an animal, pick any topic and take it from the beginning to the end of the topic, and it will make a lot more sense of why it fits in and how they've gotten this as a puzzle piece to fit into this theory of evolution. But they just take the parts of it are facts, and as soon as it gets to anything that disagrees with their perspective, let's talk about something else. Hey, look at the trees. Look at the clouds.
Look at the squirting cucumber.
Look at the squirting cucumber. I mean, there's a lot of instead, why don't you just watch David Attenborough? Because he is much more interesting when he teaches you about random facts of animals and will show you how it incorporates into evolution.
All right. So sorry, everybody. I know I'm very wicked for doing this, but I've been reading ahead to see what's interesting throughout this book.
Nothing.
And the most interesting thing to me came up on page
Done it.
216.
Yeah, get on the scroll. Yeah, get to 216.
216?
Oh my god, that's so far.
Y'all reading every page.
It's talking about,
Oh, this one?
yep, the Bible. Is it really inspired by God? It's talking about prophecies, and it immediately starts with the prophecy of the fall of Tyre,
Ooh.
which is very interesting.
I have a whole
And
theory about that.
I skipped to the last chapter of that instead of reading every single bit. And notice it's at the end of the last chapter of the end of chapter 6 on that, or paragraph 6 rather.
Oh,
It's
okay. Hold on.
It says prophecies spoken hundreds of years earlier were filled in exact detail, and the prophecy is talking about is that Tyre will be destroyed or something. But in the book of Ezekiel, it also says that Tyre will never be rebuilt in the same prophecy. And Tyre is currently a bustling city in Lebanon.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
But they left
Lies.
that part. They left that part out. But I thought,
You know what? You want to
very-
hear my theory? You want to hear my conspiracy?
absolutely.
Okay. I think like a lot of these people were just one and the same, quite frankly. Like the Hebrews, the Phoenicians, all that. You know what I mean? They're obviously tribes and shit, but like, yeah, like they kind of like work together, whatever. Anyway, what I kind of think is that the battle wasn't just like about like who God loved more, but also where was the Holy Land? And I kind of think that there was a battle between the Holy Land being in, that certain part of the world, as well as Tyre. Like I think it was the Phoenicians battling out also. So it's not just meaning that I think the Phoenicians had a place that was considered like a holy land, like a Eden type garden, because Ezekiel also talks about like the king walking about in his garden, which is where you'd worship like the goddess or your god in a particular sacred portion where it might be or adorned in a specific way, and not everybody has access to, right? Only certain people have access to it. and it predicts the fall of this king of Tyre. So I think that there's a possibility that was a holy land, holy place, and that was kind of the big battle, not just about Yahweh or El being the supreme, but about where the actual holy land was located. Anyway, sorry, that's my thing.
Interesting.
Anyhow.
I disassociated. I'm sorry. What were we talking about?
Sorry to bore you.
No, it's not you. All I could
No.
think of was like just you guys were talking about like trying to find the promised land or the Garden of Eden or this, like this place we all have to go to because throughout our culture people have been telling us that we need to find this thing and they could have just settled anywhere. Like
I was battling with the concept of people existing before me.
That's interesting. They show all these I don't know what to say about this. So this prism is proof that Yahweh had like his ass handed to him. So I don't like get the brag.
What page is that?
210, I guess.
Oh man, what you know about that 210? San
The
Antonio.
210. I don't know. It's just I don't understand it. And the Moabite stone, like, yeah, okay. Yahweh's name is in there. It's the first time that his name is written like on stone in history, but
what is that clay prism about? King who? Do you know this king?
just a little bit. Sennacherib. So that's when the Assyrians, I believe, if I'm correct, came in and the northern kingdom or Israel, whatever, fell. But when they came, they also took the Philistines. Sorry. So they kind of came in and whipped ass on a few different people, but I think this is when they left Judah. Well, Judah didn't exist really. I think after this fall is when Judah came to exist because everybody else was dragged out.
Interesting. I'm gonna have to look up this King Sennacherib or whatever his name is.
Yeah, you should. I'm sorry, I'm probably doing a terrible like description of it, but yeah, essentially the prism says that Baal Hadad whipped that ass. So like that's cool. But like Yahweh's okay with that? Oh, okay.
So this whole chapter is can you trust the Bible?
Yes.
Can you?
Yes.
Trust it. I trust it.
Yeah.
I trust it's gonna do what it's gonna do.
There's a whole section on how the Bible and health and apparently
The Bible and health? Oh,
how the
God.
Bible is lined up with healthcare science, I guess.
Oh, look right here, King Jehu. I'm sorry, just real quick. That's King Jehu, supposedly one of God's like chosen people, bending that ass over and kissing the ground that dude walked on. Little bitch. What was your God doing when you were bent over with your ass up in the air like that? Face down, ass up, bitch.
I like anybody who face down and ass up, to be honest with you.
Nothing
So
wrong with it.
I think this chapter is just like saying, see, there are things that the Bible references that we have proof was something that it was happening during these historical times. Therefore, it's true.
Therefore, it's true.
Just because there's partial truths or just because somebody's describing something in a time period just tells me that that person knows enough about that time period. Either they're living in it right now as the time they're writing it, or they know enough about key events that is all we know about history, right? Like things that survive.
Sorry, I need more water.
And is not proof that then the deities and all the supernatural things that happened are really there.
Right.
And this is also just a collection of stuff, right? The Bible isn't one book. There's not like people weren't adding to the same tablets.
The gang out here. Look at them.
Here we go. This is interesting.
Gang out here.
Wait, what's the bot? Okay.
Beards.
He telling somebody got some Somebody got some mismatched fabric or something.
Somebody's gonna get in trouble.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna get beat for that.
Boy, got mismatched fabric.
Oh, look, he's gonna get stabbed right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at the Roman soldiers laughing. That's kind of mean. You're being a little rude there, bro.
Oh, he's poking him with a little stick. Okay.
Little pokey poke. Hokey pokey.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's like a cat.
Look at that.
He's
Look at that.
upset.
The Arch of Titus and the Tree of Life, the Asher right there. Oh, this picture breaks my heart. I don't like it.
Yeah, it said.
Yep, keep scrolling.
Oh,
Getting worse.
oh, that's
Keep
so
scrolling.
sad. Oh my god.
Scrolling.
It's like that. Is that Clockwork Orange where they like force the eyes open? Just squeeze the drops in.
No, back to 1914.
Back to 1914. Oh, look at
Good
that.
one.
Tra la 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 la.
Don't
We're
look
into the
behind
promised
you.
land. Yeah, don't look
Don't
back.
think about everyone you've ever known being horribly murdered behind you, and God specifically picked you to live forever, be happy and cheery, and don't look behind you.
Nope.
It is kind of weird when you think about it. You're like, you had to make
Yeah, I
it
mean,
okay.
they make it seem like it's gonna be all supernaturally, and I don't see anything supernatural.
What the fuck is this? Paradise surroundings, complete security, absorbing work, radiant health, unending life.
This is a good
These are the
commercial.
things you
What are
can
they selling? I'll buy
expect in a paradise everlasting. Ideal conditions. Oh my god, this is like horrible.
Isn't this wonderful?
No.
Think of the most wonderful thing ever in the world.
And then the next page is this.
Those who choose to be independent of the creator will be cut
Come on.
No independence, no thinking for yourself. Stop it. Or
Don't
die.
do it.
Join
Oh,
us
this
or die.
is so apocalyptic. Like it's so like happening.
What are you talking about? This ain't apocalyptic.
Look at that gun.
Those
I
hoping in
don't
Jehovah
remember
survive.
that gun being in there. Jesus.
I will
Is it
survive.
a church on fire in the background?
Yes.
Yeah, of
The
course
world
there
is falling.
Oh, we rebuilt it.
Oh,
With tools
look,
and materials, even though
that's
Yeah.
why we have the quick builds. That's why we're teaching people how to
we're
build.
burying the
that-
guns in the corner there also.
you just pile them up in the corner. It's fine.
And they're just when we scroll back, they're just burying the toxic waste in the barrel.
And the
Oh,
bodies
yeah.
too, because there's going to be a lot of them.
A
There's
lot
gonna
of
be
stinky
of
bodies too. I'm just gonna stink.
We'll put flowers over it. It'll be
Ground
fine.
be fertile though.
Right. See, this is what they're doing. They're just gonna, the
Radioactive
That's
bodies.
why. That's
What
why
if
I look
it's
like that.
what is that movie where they bury the dude in the ground and then like he comes back to life and the frogs? Anyway.
I don't know. It sounds like
Oh.
so many movies.
Oh, they
Yeah.
why do they look like zombies? Some don't
So
look
they
like
eating
Yeah.
fruit grown from the
Stepford-
souls of their
Stepford
dead
wives.
family members.
Are happy. Eat it.
That's what happens.
Yes, the ground would be freaking haunted if you just went and built
And
your
they-
damn house on a
and
bunch
now
of
they
dead
eat. Look at 'em.
bodies. Just if anybody's curious, not a good look.
Look at them.
You
Healed.
can get rid of your wheelchair. God will
Ooh.
regrow your amputated leg.
Life without end.
Finally.
Pass.
Just needed to be
Healed.
patient.
Sing out
crazy.
with
I
joy
can walk
of
again with these
heart.
crutches. The Lord has healed my limp.
Oh, look at this. Look at that age progression. Boy, I'm so glad that they took the
You
time
get
to
younger.
not draw the in between. They just didn't even draw it. They're like bionic man,
Bum, 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 bum.
right? Wop, 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 wop,
How
wop.
young?
What's this? Okay, handcuffs and guns and tanks. Thanks.
No wars. No wars.
Yeah. Interesting how you have investments in war machines.
A lot of
Hmm.
Christians are going to be pretty pissed off when God takes their guns away.
Doesn't that seem antithetical? Seems a little antithetical to me. Oh shit, here we go. This is what I was hoping for. That was gonna be
Aw,
me, Tiger Girl.
Snuggle with a
I was gonna be
Ooh.
Tiger Man. What was that show?
Tiger King.
Tiger King. I was
So what
gonna be
they
Tiger King.
so what the animals? So the animals are gonna change their behavior or something?
Yes, the animals
So
are
the
not.
animals are basically evil. So what they gonna do?
Yeah,
When
pretty
so
much.
what they gonna get hungry?
They're gonna
They're
go
just
back
gonna
to
eat the
being vegetarian
vegetation.
because God
They will.
made
So they
them.
only gonna. So they just gonna only eat the other animals. But
No,
yeah.
tigers
No,
have them
only
sharp
eat.
teeth to eat grass.
Mm-hmm. Everything's possible with God, so stop
Exactly.
acting
Any
so
question?
suspicious, please. Oh, look at the cemetery in the background. That just
People
does
are
a
just
little
gonna be
something
popping
to
out
you.
of the ground like zombies. Are they gonna Are they gonna wait to at least dig them up first before they waken up? Because how traumatizing that be? It's like
Right?
you're now in a buried.
Can you give me like a
casket.
spirit guide first to like kind of wake me up? Like
So after
what
they
is
done-
the
but
room when you come out of the OR? You go into the
so
recovery room.
so we done gutted ourselves out, pumped us full of embalming fluid just to come back alive again.
Pretty much.
Okay.
What will you choose? Better choose wisely. Make a choice.
Make a choice.
Yeah.
Oh,
I make it his choice.
I'm gonna shoot the other two people.
I want whatever he's having.
Yeah.
Whatever he's on, I'm on.
A glorious
this it?
prospect awaits for you. Yep. And here's all
Yeah.
the
Look at
stuff.
all the references. Yeah, sure.
That's a
sure,
quality
sure,
book.
Sure.
Yep.
It
And there's
really
the next one. Is
is.
this the one you want to read next?
No, I already read it. I'm reading that again.
Well done. Well
Well, I
done.
guess all horrible things must come to an end, and we only made it to page 60 before we dumped this dirt.
We're like,
Their faith is weak.
now we just need a
quite
little.
few meetings between us trying to study this book, and man, it just keeps getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
It gets believable and believable. Y'all didn't want me to be a Jehovah's Witness. That's all that was.
Well, what should we do next? Should we study more Jehovah's Witness literature for you, Brother Rickshaw, to
What do
convince
you-
you?
Oh no, that's enough. I'm good. I think I got the
He
I got
said,
the-
"Oh no."
I got the gist of that.
I understood that. I'm okay.
Yeah, there's not really a lot of other topics other than science that I'm interested in as far as what the Jehovah's Witness organization writes about. I really don't feel like debunking their take on what the Bible means, because I don't really see that as a book worth spending all that much time. I waste time, and I am not about to waste my time on that. So, I don't know. Like, it just doesn't seem important to me, and I guess I'm gonna be one of those independent people who isn't gonna choose to go the route of Jehovah. And you know what?
Darn.
Should we study another holy book like the Avesta?
The what now?
The Avesta, which is the holy book of Zoroastrianism. Should we study?
Oh,
I'm
wow.
I'm down to get into something different.
Oh, we could try that.
I don't know. It's probably a difficult read. It's probably not laid out as easy as the Jehovah's Witness
I
literature.
wonder how that is laid out.
Can we like watch Star Trek instead?
Yes,
We
and
could
worship
also
data.
do that.
we could dissect those kinds of things if you'd rather. It'd be more interesting.
It would be very
think-
interesting.
We could pick a different book,
We can't pick a different book. Pick a
not
different
a
book.
Jehovah's Witness book. They're so painful. They're all like this. I don't know. I guess we could be nice and see if they have a newer one and compare
Give 'em
the
something else.
language and see if they've, upped their game on
I'm sure
scientific.
I'm pretty sure they got some documentaries and stuff out.
You want
spreading
to
the
watch
good
the
word.
documentaries?
I watch anything. I've watched 3 episodes of X-Files. 3.
I don't know.
Damn.
You said 4. You were going to watch number 4, but you didn't, and that's fine. I get it. We could watch X-Files, you guys. No. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what other books there are that they've made that would be
But
worth looking at.
Um,
Also was getting the vibe that maybe it's enough. Like, we've saturated our exposure to Jehovah's Witness material that maybe a break is in order for our mental sanity. And so
I'm not even. What you mean? I'm not saturated like y'all.
I know you're not. I'm still here, and that's weird. So I would like a break from you.
We didn't want to tell you.
I'm over here eager for Jehovah to enter me.
You're up with this, Eric.
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
What the
You're my cat.
spirits
Hmm?
rejoice.
Rejoice in the word.
My cat's yelling at me, so he's gonna come out here and be melodramatic and start crying in a minute. So should probably go take care of that.
Oh,
back there. I'm
I need water. I'm like dying of thirst. I drank this.
Well, you
whole
know, we're
thing.
still on the live. You know,
I know we are.
Oh, yeah,
I know.
that's
And
right.
these poor people are still
watching us
I
whine.
forgot. I was
Watching us
just kinda
whine.
like brainwashed.
Watching us
Shit.
whine.
I'm like
whine
playing with my
down.
hair now.
How about this? If anybody has any suggestions in the chat, if there's anything they would like us to read or go over, make a suggestion. We'll take a look. We'll think about it. We'll come back with some suggestions. And I don't want to break up the dream team here because I'm having fun hanging out with you guys every week.
Oh
So
yeah, definitely. We'll
Yeah.
figure we'll figure something else out.
we could always talk about our, our beliefs. People want to know about it.
We could do like we could do like a break show, like maybe just a get to know break show where we don't have to, do anything in particular, but maybe just talk about like what we actually believe versus
So
what
basically, what y'all saying, we
they
just want
told
to show
us.
up and why don't you just cut the riff and just show up. We
Talk
just show up
about
every
nothing.
Thursday.
Cut
and
the shit.
Just whatever happens on Thursday happens.
And you're gonna be here and you're gonna like it and you're gonna
Yep.
shit your fucking mouth about it.
Well, in that case, tune in next week. We're going to do something super exciting that you'll never want to miss. That's how people talk now, right? That's how you're
Right.
supposed to say
Yeah,
everything
that's
is
enticing.
over exaggerated and the most amazing thing you'll never want to miss out on.
That's right. You don't want to do it.
It's
Oh,
our
and
MLM, you guys. No.
happy New Year to everybody since
I
we
haven't seen y'all since last year, man.
That's right.
Mhm.
Happy
yeah.
New Year. Good to see you. But yeah, we'll see you next week. Same
Okay.
time,
Same bad time.
same year.
Same
This year.
year. The 110th anniversary of 1914. The beginning of the end.
Oh shit. Oh shit. It's happening. It's going down.
Tyler, we should tell you all our doomsday fears, and then you can bring us back to reality and knock that fear out of us. How about that?
Thanks, Tyler, for doing the hard work. Being our
That's not a good
therapist.
idea.
You take you out the doomsday coat, but you can't get the doomsday out you.
Yep. No.
It's deep inside of me.
It's true. Very deep. All right. Good night.
Bye, everybody. We love you. Thanks for joining. We'll see you next week. Make sure you stay tuned. Give us a like and share. And if you have an idea of something you'd like us to go over, book in particular, whatnot, let us know in the comments. See ya. Bye.